Hello everyone, my name is Bang Pham. I am currently the option trading strategist at Piranha Profits. I've been trading for 23 years now, and of which 18 years in option trading. And over the past 7 years, I've been coaching and training options as well. So I've been in the market for some time. I created my own strategies for trading for myself. Probably you have seen some of them in the past few years. And I'm happy to be here to answer any questions. You know, trading options, you can start as little as $200-$300, right? You can buy a call option, you can buy a put option, which doesn't cost you so much money. But that's not I would suggest, because buying option for me is a low probability game. So it's losing game and you lose money most of the time when you buy options. For me, selling option, you have a better chance of winning and making money, and that requires a little bit more capital, probably like $3,000, $5,000 to start with. That would be a decent amount of money you can start selling options. And if you want to have a more comfortable trading, maybe $10,000, that's normally I would suggest to have. Yeah, so trading, as usual, there will be good times and bad times. So this year has been good. Right, across my account, I get like 57%, but last year was bad. So, but overall, over the past several years when I traded options, I got on average about 25 to 30% return on investment on an annual basis. So I don't look at the monthly income, but I look at the 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and you just do the math, right? It could be a few $1,000s a month, and that could be enough for me to live by. Probably the craziest thing that I've seen over the past few years has been the fact that the oil price went negative. If I remember correctly, that was in April 2000 when the oil price went to negative $37 per barrel, which is something like I could never imagine happened. And it happened right in front of my eyes. In fact, I was almost part of that historic event when I woke up early in the morning and I saw the oil price was near zero, right? So oil price, when I woke up early in the morning in Singapore time and I saw the oil price trading at about $1 per barrel. I say, what the heck, $1 per barrel? That's not much for me to lose, right? So it was so tempting to put some money to buy one contract of oil future at $1 per barrel, because at the end of the day, I thought that $1 is times 1,000 barrel per contract, so $1,000. That would be my max loss. Luckily, I felt that something fishy is going on. Thing looks too good to be true. And my broker did not allow me to trade that one as well, because they perceived that some risk is going on. So they prevented me from trading it as well. And luckily, I did not enter any position. On that day, oil price closed at $37 per barrel negative, below zero. So I could have lost $37,000 for one contract had I traded it. So that's the craziest thing that I've seen in the market in the past few years. Yes, but it will require a very dedicated effort, right? So if you're new and young, first of all, my honest advice is don't quit your job. You need to learn properly. You need to practice option trading probably for many years. Get to a mastery level before you can make consistent money for you to quit the job. So the answer is yes, eventually, once you master the skill of option trading. But for the first few years, probably you still need to learn and to practice it. Well, legally, I'm not allowed to give any advice in terms of personal finances. But what I can do is I share with you what I did, right? So when I was young, when I started out my career, I started at zero, from scratch. I came from a very poor family. So my dad actually passed away early. So my mom actually struggled to make ends meet. And I started out from scratch. Guess what? The priority at that point in time was what kinds of return I could get, right? Because it's meaningless. When you have zero capital, return on investment doesn't mean anything. So what I did was I saved as much money as I could. I was very frugal. I eat less. You know, I saved every single cents and dollars where I could to accumulate the first decent amount of capital. Once you have some capital, then you talk about return on investment. And I tell you, the journey from zero to the first $100,000 is extremely difficult. From $100,000 to $1 million, it's still very difficult. It's easier, but it's still difficult. But once you pass $1 million, the next level, $2-3 million become much easier. So if anything, I would say save money as much as you could as you are young. This is a big market. It's very crazy, innovative, but lots of potential. You can play a lot of things with options. Not my cup of tea. It's probably one of the most innovative companies in the world. Keep learning, practice. You may fail, but that's the only way for you to get to the mastery level where you can create your own income. Don't worry about the interest rate being high for a longer period of time. In fact, that could be the good environment that works in your favor. Come to my next webinar where I will show you how to sell options, collecting cash upfront, and that cash generates extra income for you because we are in the high interest rate environment. At the same time, when the cash is earning money, your option trade also generates income for you as well. So it's double incomes for you. Join me in the upcoming live event in the black market. Click the link below to grab the free ticket for my webinar.